But let's talk some positives, right? We all want to talk the positives. We all want to have something to grasp onto with this Cubs team. And I think the one thing we can all point to as Cubs fans is Christopher Morel. He has been absolutely sensational, continues his on-base streak with one swing of the bat to start the game. Again, literally, there were people not even in their seats yet, and this kid had already parked the ball into the left field stands and was trotting around the bases right at the start of the game. First pitch of the night for Bradish, leaves the yard. And he is just the spark plug this team needs. They showed the leadoff numbers since he's taken over, on the broadcast tonight on Marquee Sports Network. And they literally went from like the 24th ranked on-base percentage for a leadoff hitter, the Cubs, before Morel was called up, or at least put into that position. I think he played only 1 or 2 games before he got moved up to the leadoff spot. And then since then, they're like 6th or 7th in baseball. I mean, they're top 10 in baseball since then, just because of how good Christopher Morel has been. He really is kind of the engine that gets this team going right now. I love the 1-2 combination of him and Wilson Contreras at the top of this lineup. It makes things really interesting. It makes things really exciting. But Morel, again, just continues to get it done with the bat. And sure, he's made his mistakes and he's going to make rookie errors. And right, we're going to see that. That's growing pains. And I think we're all accustomed to that with Cubs rebuilds. We watched it. Any Cubs fan that sat here from when the time that Theo and Jed took over as the new regime to the time the Cubs won the World Series, there was a lot of growing pains for these Cubs prospects. And we're seeing kind of that second wave of that now in a lot of our kind of Cubs fandom life cycles, I guess, for lack of a better term here. But he has just been such a bright spot. And he's so much fun to watch. Everybody talks about it, right? It's the energy. It's the teammate that he is. He plays multiple positions. But just when you have a guy like that can take the first pitch deep, it makes such a difference for your ball club. It gets you going, right? We all remember 2015 and 2016. You go, we go was Dexter Fowler's mantra. When he was hot as a leadoff hitter, the Cubs offense was dominant. When they were cold, sometimes it meant Dex wasn't getting on base. Obviously tonight was not that case at all because Morel was pretty much the only good hitter the Cubs had all night. Willie obviously contributing with his 10th of the season, but man, he is the lone bright spot right now, I think, on this Cubs team for a lot of people. I'm not saying in general. There are certainly other bright spots that people can kind of grasp to, right? We've talked about it here on Cubs on Tap. You've got Nico Horner. You've got, Keegan Thompson prior to tonight's start. You've got Caleb Killian, who we got to see over the weekend. Like there are some bright spots that we can all grasp onto, but certainly on a night in, night out basis, it really feels like Christopher Morel is that guy. And it makes it so much more fun to watch Cubs games when Christopher Morel is on the diamond and in the outfield or wherever the hell he's playing. I mean, he can play all over the place, and it makes it so much fun to watch when he's getting things done. But 21 straight games now for him with a non-base streak. That is second best in baseball to start a career since the year 2000. The only player that has a better on-base streak to start a career since the year 2000 is current Minnesota Twins manager, which is probably what a lot of people know him for. But I remember watching this guy play center field down in Tampa Bay, and that's Rocco Baldelli. He has a 24-game hit streak, which, son of a bitch, it really feels like Christopher Morel is going to keep that going and really have a chance here to ultimately at least surpass that streak. I don't know if he'll hit the all-time record. That would be absolutely banana lands if he did. But again, he's giving this Cubs team hope. So Christopher Morel gets the job done. 2 hits for him tonight. Quickly, just his numbers now for the season. 21 games, obviously, for him. 84 at-bats officially. 16 runs scored. 25 hits. He has 6 doubles, 2 triples, 3 homers, 10 ribbies, 11 walks, just 21 strikeouts, which when you really consider that, that's not terrible. 6 stolen bags, and he's slashing 298, 381, 524. That's good for a 905 OPS, and that's by far the best OPS on the Cubs roster. Sample size be damned. He is really the Cubs' best player right now on a night in, night out basis. Willie is probably a close second, and then I would argue probably Ian Happ is a close third in terms of the bats, and just where guys are offensively. So you got to love Christopher Morel. He got the job done tonight. Like I said, 2 hits, 2 ribbies for him. He scored a run of his own in his 5 at-bats. You'll love to see it.